to show you how to export videos so that they don't lock up your Premiere program. Say, for instance, you want to continue working on another sequence or another episode of your show. And this way, what it does is it sends your export to what's called a queue. So you want to do the exact same thing that you did when you did a single export, where you made sure your tracks are turned on, you created your in and out points, and now you can select Command M to open the export window. But this time, instead of selecting export, you're going to select the Q button. What Q does is it opens up what's called Adobe Media Encoder, and this is what is being used to encode your videos in general. But what Q does is not only does it take the export out of Premiere, but it also gives you the flexibility of exporting multiple types of output files. So when I showed you that list of export options, such as for archiving or for the web or for airing on MNN, say you need all of those types of options. What this will do is this will export multiple output types at once. If you export a series, you must title that exported file your project number underscore the air date for that episode. So you'll see that mine is titled 123456 underscore December 25th. So my show is going to air on Christmas. So just keep that in mind, that you need to make sure that the file that you send to MNN's FTP must be the project ID underscore the air date. So now this first encode under here is not quite set to what I want it to be set to, but this little drop down here will allow me to select H.264. This quick preset option will allow me to select series, and this section here will let me select where I want to save it. So remember, I told you make sure you save it to exports. So say you want to export an additional output type. Say you want to do one for the web. If you highlight this blue option here, this is one of your pre-created presets that we set up for FTP for a series. If you right click on this area, and it must be in one of the empty spaces in between all the lettering, if you right click and select duplicate, it will create a duplicate of it. And now what you can do is just come over here, select this drop down, and change the preset to upload for web. Now, one important thing you need to do is come over here and make sure you change the file name, because the first one we did want that file name to be the project number underscore the air date. But for this one, I'm going to put at the end of it web, just so I know that this is my web export, and select save. Say I want another version just for archiving. I'm going to select either of these two, but I'm just going to select the one below it and right click and select duplicate. Come here and select from the drop down, and I'm going to choose to archive because I want an archived version. I'm going to come over here and left click on the output file, and I'm going to change the name to archive. And they're all going into my exports folder. I'm going to select save. So now I have 3 different encode presets scheduled to go out of my queue. And what's really, really awesome is that they will all encode simultaneously. So certain encodes will take longer and some will complete faster. But once you've established all the different format types that you want to export, you simply come up here and hit the Start Queue button, or you can press Return on your keyboard. What you will see down below is all 3 of those encodes exporting. You will also get an estimated time remaining, so you know about how much time it's going to take for these exports to encode. And once your videos conclude exporting, you will see a check mark next to each one of the exports, including a check mark indicating that it was indeed uploaded to Eminence FTP. Once these encodes are complete, you are ready to go. And all you have to do is go to your exports folder, and your encodes will be inside of your exports folder. That is how you export and upload your completed projects using Eminence editing workstations. Thank you for watching.